Okay, here we are. Live on YouTube and on TikTok at the same dang time. What's up, y'all? I feel like this is mighty like close or something. Hold on, let me fix this. Hi TikTok people. Hi YouTube friends, or anybody who's, watching this later on the YouTubular. Lord, it just got hot all of a sudden. Okay, so what's up, everybody? Welcome to our Wednesday weekly tings. Hi, friends. Hi, people. That's a lot of stimulation, right? Like everybody's energy comes in like at one time type of thing. So, what we're going to be doing today, just so you guys here on TikTok know, eventually I'm going to be cutting TikTok off and just switching completely over to YouTube. But because I have more people who kind of like follow me on TikTok, I put it on here and then we'll switch everything over to YouTube like eventually. We're just people, not friends. Don't be getting offended. Hi, my darlings. You guys know I have lots of. Oh, so for everybody here, my YouTube link is in my bio. It's in my link tree. Okay, so today we gonna get into some things. Just do like a collective message, I think, to start off, and then we can go into like Q&A, or I don't know, like you guys know, we always just kind of vibe, flow, whatever. So let's just see how this goes. Okay, does everybody vote on doing a collective message first? This will be timeless for anybody who is not watching live, if you happen to catch it. Hey people, hi Becky. Hi Paris. I wish I could send you gifts on YouTube. I think eventually that's like a thing, but I think I have to like reach a certain amount of like something. I don't know. There's some kind of like thing. So if you guys don't follow me on YouTube, what is you doing? Go get over there. Okay. All right. So we're all up at 1 a.m. Yeah, I suppose. It's not 1 a.m. here. It is, it's not 1 a.m. I don't want to use this deck. Actually, I'm going to use this deck. This is Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Yoshitani. I don't know where I'm looking. Here we go. Okay, so this is Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Yoshitani. I'm going to be tuning in to the energy of everybody who is in here and who will be joining us later. About to go get a snack. Yes, go get you a snack. You deserve it. Okay, here we go. So the way this works, for those of you guys who have not chimed into my lives before, a lot of times I will do collective messages. I really like to do collective messages because it really helps, I think, demonstrate to people the way that spirit works, the way that energy works, the way that everything is really connected, and the fact that we are all here at this one time specifically definitely means something. It's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. And so chances are, if you are here listening to this in any capacity, this is for you. Okay? Yeah, this is a really pretty deck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start to describe. Oh my god. Of course, the cards want to just fall on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to start to describe a situation. And as we go along, let me know how you guys are resonating. It's going to resonate differently for different situations. And then for all of my people who are watching on TikTok, just know I'm going to switch it over so that I'm going to switch it over in a few so that we can just move everybody over to YouTube. So go on and make your way over. The link is in my bio. Okay, so first card out, we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups first here. It's reversed. Let's see what that's about. What is this Ace of Cups reversed, Spirit? Talk to us about it. Talk to us about it. Eight of Coins reversed. already kind of channeling into something. Hi, friends. Everybody, move on over to YouTube because I'm going to cut off TikTok. I have 42 people watching on TikTok. I have 13 people watching on YouTube. We're trying to move it over. Thank you, moderators. Moderators going strong here on YouTube, too. Hi, Lacey. Okay, Two of Wands, reverse. Zam! Look at all of these reversals. Six of Coins reversed. I just cleansed this deck too, so these reversals is real. And Page of Swords, upright. Okay, so energy's pretty interesting. So we do have the Ace of Cups reversed. So with the Ace of Cups reversed and the Eight of Coins reversed, it's really seeming like right now is kind of a time where we're very busy. And if you guys tuned into my Instagram reading that I did yesterday, we did like a quick week ahead message, and basically it's kind of saying the same thing. Like everything is kind of really chaotic. There's a lot of Wands energy there. There's a little bit more of a balance here now, but I do think things are being busy. 12. Ooh, I've been seeing that angel number a lot. Has anybody else been seeing angel number? So I think what we're doing here with the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Coins, some of us are working a little bit too hard or a little bit too stressed right now. I think what Spirit is calling to our attention is that some of us, out of working so hard, are kind of neglecting our self-care. Okay, so especially for all of my very highly sensitive people, light workers, empaths, intuitives, I'm talking to y'all. Okay, definitely needing to kind of, I just heard slow down. Okay, so needing to slow down, needing to kind of collect yourself, giving yourself a moment to really recharge, revamp. We have the Six of Coins, and it's reversed. So with the Six of Coins reversed, the energy that I'm really picking up here as well is because whatever or whoever, that's important to know. I do feel like this is a whoever for some people, right? For whoever we are kind of expending a lot of this energy on, the energy is probably not returning to us in a lot of different ways, okay? So, of course, that's going to resonate differently for different people. But it's like, be careful of what you are giving your energy to, especially if it is not something or a situation that will give your energy back to you. Does that make sense? Okay, so if we want to look at this card, like, look at how, here, I'll flip it upright just so we can look at how, like, giving, nurturing, right? Obviously not a very, like, traditional deck tarot-wise, but, like, very, nurturing. But with it being reversed, it means, like, we're not getting that energy back. It's not being matched by the people around us or situations around us. Now, that doesn't necessarily make the people who are not matching our energy bad or people that we need to let go of. For some people it could be, but I think we're just being called to kind of balance out a little bit of our work-life balance, and also like how much we are kind of giving, especially when that giving to other people and other situations takes away from the giving to ourselves. Hi, Crystalline. I had a reading with you today. It was good. It was an interesting day of readings, but they all went really well. Crystalline's was just particularly interesting. We did a past life reading. It was really cool. So if anybody wants a past life reading, I'm your girl. I got you. We will get to the bottom of whatever is going on in your past lives and how it's affecting this life. Yes, it was so cool. Yes. Okay, so with the Two of Wands coming out reversed here, okay, what I'm really seeing with this Two of Wands specifically too is, like, see how this homeboy's ripped for one, like, okay, hi. Anyway, two faces here. And I feel like in this reading specifically, we're being called, like, it's like you're being ripped in two directions almost, right? Taking care of other people, taking care of yourself, like, and it's this like this friction, this sense of needing to balance that, really. Not your husband. Hi loves. Hello everybody here from TikTok. People here on TikTok, we're moving over to YouTube. Moving over to YouTube. We're moving. Okay, because I'm gonna turn y'all off in just a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, with this Two of Wands too, I really see like the message that I'm getting from this card as well, like with everything that we've been talking about, it's like you cannot sustain this. What you are doing, all of this constant giving to everyone else and maybe not enough to yourself, is not sustainable for you. Okay, and it will not be sustainable. So if you are feeling tired, you are feeling burnt out, it's because you are trying to sustain something that ought not be sustained. Okay, that's a sign. That is a message from Spirit that that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so we do have the Page of Swords here. Okay, a lot of times this Page of Swords talks about studying or, you know, looking into something new. So I really think it's really interesting because I think, you know, the collective messages that I'm always giving to you guys always kind of resonate with me as well. And so for me in my situation, I know that with the Page of Swords, being called to like study, as far as being called to like study something or like start a new kind of adventure or, you know, a new focus, I'm really you guys know I talk about like spiritual maintenance all the time, and I'm always talking about, you know, energy and working with that. And lately I have been looking into working with the moon cycles and also working with like my menstruation cycle in order to best maximize my energy and allocate the times of the month and the times of the year and whatever that work best for me to be most productive, or when I need to like rest a little bit. So I'm not saying that's what everybody is doing. I'm just letting you guys know that's how it's resonating for me. So however it is that you need to like kind of make some, I just heard repairs. Okay, some people are maybe needing to make some repairs, make a little bit of an adjustment in your schedule, especially when we're addressing this energy, because, you know, we're giving so much, expending so much. So in order to kind of balance that out, definitely needing to look at a different way of doing things. Okay, all right, so tell me, how is that resonating for y'all? Hi TikTok people, I'm gonna cut y'all off in a little bit. There's still more people here on TikTok than there are on YouTube. We're trying to move everybody over to YouTube. These are absolutely free readings. They're for the collective. I have a bunch of readings on my YouTube anyway. The link is in my bio. So if you're not already subscribed, if you're not already heading over there, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, so how is that message resonating for you guys? Let me know. Let's talk about it before I pull some more cards. You guys know I like to check in and just see, because like I said, it's really cool to see the different ways that the messages might resonate with different people. It's hard. My husband is TDY, so it's like I can't. Confirmation from the first reading you did for me specifically. Okay, cool, cool. Just joined. It's nice to see you. Hi, nice to see you too. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Roberta. This really relates to what's going on in my life right now. Good, good. So that just is a confirmation. You're exactly where you need to be. This is a group reading. This is a collective message for anybody who is seeing it now or anybody who jumps on later on YouTube. Okay. I was thinking about doing yoga with my toddler outside. Exactly. That's exactly what this Page of Swords energy is. It's starting something new. Resonates a lot with me, just giving your energy, not getting back in any shape or form, right? And as highly sensitive people, which a lot of us here are, like, you have to, I always harp on spiritual maintenance. I think that's going to be one of my workshops eventually. I started doing workshops, if you guys were not aware. I haven't been like publicizing them too much just because I'm still like getting used to doing them, but we've done 2 workshops so far. It's kind of like a spiritual mentorship type of thing, but the ones that we've done so far are all about opening up our third eye and our crown chakra. The first one that I did last month, that was centered around crown chakra and third eye, and we actually had a group of like readers, and what we did was basically, I'm not going to tell y'all all the tea of what went down, but like I shared with them some of my like exercises that I do to increase my own intuition and how I read for so many of y'all all the time. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely DM me. Once my website is up, listen, we're not going to even talk about the website because it's not even her fault no more. It's just know it's coming. And so when the website is up, it'll be easier for me to kind of like advertise those things because I'll be able to just put it out and everybody will just be able to sign up instead of just DMing. But I would also like to do one on spiritual maintenance specifically, just because it's so important. Not even just for light workers and, you know, highly sensitive people, intuitives type of thing, just for anybody who understands energy or is wanting to understand energy, right? So let's see what other messages we got. Hi, TikTok people. I'm not doing any specific questions or tapping into anybody's energy specifically. This is a collective reading, and then after I do the collective reading, I'm going to be taking questions over here on YouTube. So make sure you move on over to YouTube. I saw the numbers start to go down here and up here a little bit, but then there's still like, it's like even now. There's like an even amount of people on TikTok and YouTube. Okay. So let's see what else Spirit wants us to know before we get into like questions and junk. Spirit, what else do we need to know? What else is the energy? What else is going on with all these people who ain't here? What do we need to know? The Hierophant? Okay. With the Hierophant, I just heard higher consciousness. Right away, I heard higher consciousness. Really, really pretty Hierophant card. Definitely a lot of like kind of shamanic, medicine woman vibes. For some of you guys, that's what that Page of Swords is going to be representing too. Maybe you guys are getting into like shamanism, plant medicine, working with the elements a little bit, because we have a lot of elemental things going on in this card. Okay. $78 cards. 78 cards in this tarot deck. And the same freaking ones want to come out. Here's the 8 of Coins. Again, reversed. So, with this combination, with the Hierophant and the 8 of Coins being both reversed, or with this one being reversed, this lets me know this is just an expander. The Hierophant, Major Arcana, bigger energy, right? A bigger impact on our life. It really seems like if some of you guys are looking into your spiritual journeys, if you guys are looking into like spiritual knowledge and things like that, what Spirit is asking you to do is not exhaust yourself. Do not exhaust yourself. I know it's really tempting when you are on certain parts of your spiritual journey, especially maybe if you're in the beginning of it or what have you, and you just are really excited and you feel like there's so many things that you don't know, and you want to see your spirit guides in their face, and you want to hear them, and you want to do all of these things, but Spirit is asking you like, hey, calm down, chill, okay? I know that's resonating for a lot of you. And it might not be as extreme for everybody. It might be a little bit more subtle, but Spirit is definitely asking you to like calm down, because in that way you could also be overexerting yourself. Not good. Not good. You're not supposed to be doing that, okay? If we really look at this 8 of coins as well, the lighting is kind of weird on YouTube. But if we're looking at this 8 of coins, right? Look at her hands. Look at how she's being, like, her hands are like bleeding. Her feet are like bleeding when she's like working, like you're working yourself to the bone. Or you may be putting a lot of pressure on yourself as well. And Spirit is saying, that's a no-no. Okay, you're supposed to be learning about spirituality, but in a way that is wise, in a way that is tempered. I also heard. Okay guys, I'm moving it over to YouTube. You got like, let's see, we'll time it, 7:27, so like 7:35 we are gonna move everything over. Okay. 7:35. Get yourself over there. Why are so many people hanging out here? I'm just wondering. Just curious. Why are so many people still hanging around TikTok? Go to the YouTube. Okay. I know we're used to YouTube we're used to TikTok because I'm always on TikTok. But chances are when we turn off the YouTube, I will be back over here on TikTok. So, I'm gonna pull one more card and an oracle card. And then we will get into a Q&A, and you guys can ask some of your burning questions about my spiritual journey. I haven't made that vlog yet, but I'm fixing to. Okay, Spirit, last tarot card to just bring home the message, please, for the collective. Thank you. 7 of Cups, reverse, same stuff. Ooh, it was 2222 on the YouTube timer. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups reversed. Stop taking on so many things at the same time. You are overwhelming yourself. That is your personal message from Spirit. Stop overwhelming yourself. I know there's a lot of exciting things going on in your life, or maybe some of them aren't so exciting, but a lot of them are taking a lot of energy, for one. Not me missing all of these comments. I didn't even see. So it's like, and focus on this 7 of coins and like the way, look at everything looks so shiny, and look like how he's looking. It's just, there's so many things going on, but like, with this being reversed, it's this energy of I just heard cool it. Somebody's guys just said cool it. Like, you might feel like you have to tackle everything right now and you don't. Okay, so slow down. Like, you will still reach that abundance that you are trying to reach. Like, you will still reach your goals, and but it's not worth jacking up your energy over, to try and like get every single little thing done exactly right. Like, pace yourself, temper yourself. And then we will pull an oracle card. We'll let YouTube people pick what oracle deck. For a lot of you guys, I don't know how many of you guys are new, but a lot of you guys are probably OGs, so you probably already know kind of what oracle decks I have. Does anybody have requests that might be on hand? Because some of them are in my room. Listen, baby, I got oracle decks all over the place. Oracle deck suggestions. I don't know, but your candle is out. I did not light it. I pick my favorite deck. My favorite deck always varies depending on what I'm reading. But a really solid one that if you guys have had a personal reading with me, you'll know I like to use is this Oceans of the Oracle, Ocean Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. So we'll use that one to pull a card. A lot of really good messages here. TikTok people, you got 4 minutes to move your hind parts to YouTube. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides, talk to us. What else do we need to know? That flew out. Have not seen that card in a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. We have here blend into the environment, number 36. Okay, blend into the environment. We have this octopus, and it's really interesting because this octopus is really resonating hard with me with the 8 of coins, right? Octopus got a whole bunch of legs or arms or whatever you want to call them, and they just flailing, right? They just doing the most, and that's you right now. Chill. Chill. Relax. Relax. Spirit said relax. Okay, it says blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Oh, not me throwing cards. Sounds like this 7 of coins. Okay, 7 of coins. Or 7 of cups. You may have skills. You have many skills. Not my throat chakra being out of alignment. Take the time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. So again, that 10 of, not 10, baby, what? The Page of Swords, where we are kind of regrouping, doing something new, right? There's a lot to handle, there's a lot to do, but strategy, right? Recalibration. There's like a recalibration of what we are working on and how we are choosing to approach those things that we are working on. Okay? So, blend into the environment, work with what you have, not against what you have. Okay? That makes sense? Y'all getting it? Hi guys. So I'm going to start answering questions over here on YouTube in just a second. Ugh. Love that because we're talking about going outside, and I did today. I went on a color following walk. It was so nice. Oh, I love those. I haven't done that in a while. Maybe I should do that. Ooh, not 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there's something for you to do. If you are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, that's spirit saying, okay, there's something you need to do. Progression, following a path. Need to do it. Get on it. Do it. Zip it and do it. Okay? So, TikTok people, you got like, what did I say? 7:35? 7:35? You got 1 minute. I'm moving everything over to YouTube. Okay? What does a 3 of Cups reverse mean in a love reading? I am taking, so for everybody who is wanting help with getting their cards, like getting some like reassurance with what their cards are meaning, like if you're new to tarot, I'm actually answering those questions on Hey Hero. So if you have like a 3 or 4 card spread that you need kind of interpreted, you want a little bit of backup, I'm your girl. Go to my Hey Hero. The link is in my bio. And then for any of the other like short questions and stuff that you guys have, that's a good option, especially if you guys haven't been able to get on my calendar yet. Okay. So, what's up? Let's talk, let's do questions. Yes? Or if anybody has any other ideas, I'm open to that too. You guys know, we just be vibing, we just be flowing. Just vibing, just flowing. What specific questions are you wanting us to ask here? So I'm not taking personal questions. I'm not taking like, oh, is my twin flame coming back? First off, that's not what the twin flame journey is about, so stop asking. 2, I'm not asking you guys to ask any questions in particular, but like, I know that a lot of times on like TikTok or, you know, the forums that I go on, people are asking questions, and a lot of times I defer you guys to all my YouTube videos. And I'm not promising that I'm not going to do that because, you know, I work really hard on my YouTube content. So I want you guys to be able to like get the most out of that. But just any questions that you guys have about my spiritual journey. Because I haven't made that video yet, and this will kind of give me a baseline too about like what people are wanting to know, how I can best help you guys, because that's really what all of my content is about, is really helping you guys. So, what y'all got? Let's go. Best starter deck. Okay, so Lily just asked, what is the best starter deck? In my opinion, probably one of the best decks that you can start with is the Everyday Tarot. I'm a tad bit biased because this is the first deck that I ever used. Everyday Tarot by Biddy Tarot. It's a very modern deck, but it still keeps pretty true. Not the Devil card being. It still stays pretty true to the original, or not original, but you know, like the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is kind of like, I would say, standard. If you can, I would get both a Rider-Waite-Smith and an Everyday Tarot. But for me personally, the Rider-Waite didn't really resonate with me right off, and I think that's okay. Like, you know, don't force yourself, but it is a good baseline because that's what most tarot decks are based off of in the first place. But yeah, I got this bad boy for like, I don't know, it was like $15 or something on Amazon. So I highly recommend this. I like this one because it also has the names. On the original Rider-Waite-Smith, it does not have like the names of the cards, so you would have to like memorize them to know what they mean, or you know, like what the suits are and what number and whatever. So I highly recommend this deck. It's a good modern way to start doing tarot. Okay, what other questions y'all got? Let's see. How do you get into tarot reading? So Rosalina asked, how do you get into tarot reading? She wants to do it. So what I recommend to people who are just starting out with tarot is to just do it. Just go ahead and freaking start studying. Okay, I really think it's important to have a base knowledge of what the cards mean. But I think as you start to read, you will start to learn that the base meaning of the card is only part of the actual reading. And once you kind of like tap into the rest of your senses, which is what I teach in my workshops, how to tap into the rest of those senses like in the best way possible. Once you do that, then you can learn to follow your intuition and kind of like use the card as a guideline. Something else really important that I want to point out to people is that, this is my opinion, of course, but you are the one with the power. You are the one with the skills. You are the oracle, shall we say, right? You are the divinator. You are the person with the power. These cards would not do anything if you did not touch them. These are a tool. Just like any divination tool, they are tools. They are there to help you, but that does not mean they should be there for you to depend on, if that makes sense. Just my personal opinion. Okay, Jada Alexis, how did you get into spirituality, start actually connecting and doing the things you learn about? I'm trying to figure out what I should do because maybe I'm getting distracted by all the material stuff. That's a really good point. That's kind of exactly what I was just talking about, right? Like sometimes we do kind of get caught up in the material aspect of things. You know, how many oracle decks can I buy and whatever. I think so. I will cover this more in a separate YouTube video because everybody always asks me that kind of question. But I will do like a vlog on like a story time vlog thing on my spiritual journey, and like how I even started any of this in the first place, because basically I was like in a really bad spot. I was in a very, very rough place in my life. There's a lot of things going on, and I turned to tarot as a way to kind of cope with a lot of that. I had already been kind of getting readings from like friends and looking at like YouTube videos and stuff like that. I had already met my twin flame, which is like a whole nother story, which I'll go over later. Um, some of you guys already know a little bit of that, but meditation was huge for me. Learning how to meditate, and learning how to like tap into my psychic abilities really helped me to tap into my guides. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like I said, I'll get more into the details, but like I picked up this deck, like it feels so, like it all went really fast for me. And that's not to be like a gatekeeper or like try to brag or anything, but I just want you guys to know too, like if it doesn't come super naturally to you, that's okay. Like you don't have to be down on yourself. Like it's just like any other skill, it's just like any other thing. Like some people are just going to naturally pick it up better. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing it. Don't get down on yourself. I get a lot of people who tell me like, oh, you know, I've been doing it for a while and I still don't really get it. And like your individual journey with tarot and spirituality and meditation and crystals or whatever is yours only. So don't compare it to mine. Don't compare it to anybody else's. All you can do is grow and learn. And I think as long as you are doing all of those things with good intentions, you're exactly where you need to be. Okay, let's see. What else did we got? I'm going to scroll down here. As Stephanie said, I practice tarot on myself daily. I'm barely learning to tap into my intuition, understand the meaning. Yeah. For people who are learning tarot, I really highly recommend that you read for yourself often. Read for yourself super often, just because you know your energy better than anybody else's. So why not read your own energy? One thing that I like to do when I first started is I would just do like, and this is when I very first started, like I like to just pull one card. Spirit, what do I need to know for the day? Or like, what is my energy for the day or whatever? Pull one card. Whew, okay? So if I get this card, I would sit with it before I even knew like really the meanings of the cards. I would sit with it, and I actually journaled, and I think I put this in one of my YouTube videos, right? Like I actually would sit and journal and be like, I'm seeing this card, she's carrying a lot of these sticks and she doesn't look happy about it, like, you know what I mean? And that would tell me like, okay, maybe I am feeling overwhelmed, like I can relate to this because I'm feeling overwhelmed. What do you see? What are you feeling? What are you hearing when you are tapping into the cards? So just using them as a tool. I feel like a celebrity just said my name. You're so funny, Jada. Okay. Hannah Stratton, what do you do to check in with yourself? Spiritual self-care, if you will. I've had no energy, motivation to focus on my inner growth lately. That's an excellent question. I really love that you asked that. Thank you, Hannah. So to check in with myself, actually a lot of times I will do it through tarot or oracle cards. Oracle cards tend to be a little bit softer, a little bit nicer sometimes, so I like to check in with myself. Like I will literally just ask my spirit guides. For me, I'm a medium, so I have developed a really close relationship with my spirit guides, and you don't have to be a medium to be able to do that, but it's really helped me to be able to get in contact with them, and I will ask them directly, like, hey, what do I need to work on for the day? What is it that I need? What do I stand in need of at this time? I will pull a card, I will study it, see what it is that I need to do. I actually did that today, and they were telling me that I needed to freaking ground myself. So after I did that, I picked up some crystals, did a little bit of a grounding meditation, and I felt a lot better. Your spirit guides are there to help you. Your spirit guides are there. That's literally their purpose, is to help you. So use them. You know what I'm saying? Not use them, but like take advantage of the fact that they're literally there to help you. My freaking nose is like bugging. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Not my nose acting up on live. Anywho, you guys know. TikTok people know that happens a lot. So, let's see. What are other ways that you could spiritually check in with yourself? Just a general check of your energy. Learning about chakras and stuff like that really has helped me in my spiritual journey. Self Reiki. I would look into self Reiki because it's really helpful. When you can't afford, especially, to go to a freaking Reiki master to get everything going, everything aligned, because like I said, we are the ones who hold the power. Like, there's a lot of power in our body. There's a lot of power in our body. There's a lot of power in our own energy. And, like, it's really, these are things that come very naturally to us. It's just a matter of remembering how to do it. So, one thing that I will do, when I'm meditating, or it doesn't even have to be such a formal meditation, like, you can literally just close your eyes and check in with yourself. You can either move your hands to your different chakras and just ask, like, what's off balance here? Do I need healing here? Do I need help here? Same thing. Okay? Or you could visualize that, whatever works best for you. And I always, always, always recommend to everybody, it's really good to know what psychic abilities that you have so that you can learn how to receive messages from your guides, and so that you can learn what ways you best learn and, like, vibe with energy. Whew, that was long-winded. Okay, let's see. More questions. You've been having a hard time. So Marlo asked, she says she's been having a hard time contacting her spirit guides or connecting with her spirit guides. Questions. I get this question in almost every single session, private session that I do, and a lot on TikTok and stuff like that. So I'm glad I have the opportunity to answer on a wider format that a lot of people will see, hopefully. To be able to connect with your guides, I want you guys to know that your connection with your guides is meant to be built. It is not something that comes overnight. A lot of people talk about the way that I communicate with my guides and the way I'm able to see them and speak to them and things like that. That did not happen overnight. I've had to constantly put in a lot of effort. So just keep that in mind. And not everybody will get to see them or hear them. Like, it's just a matter of, again, your psychic abilities and what best fits you in your journey. So in order to connect with them, like I said, definitely find out what clairs you have. I have a YouTube video on that. It's called Psychic Communication something something, and the thumbnail says clairs, the clairs in pink. And understanding whether you see things best, hear things best, feel things best, or know things best is super important, because that will help you to understand how you're receiving. Once you know how you receive, you can ask for signs from them. You can ask them to send you certain things. Spirit, if I'm going in the right path, can you send me a blue jay? And then you have to be able to be open to that. I think where a lot of my clients kind of run into problems is when they are asking for signs from their spirit guides, but then they're not necessarily open. I can't tell you how many times we've gone over in a personal reading, like, oh, you've been asking for signs from your spirit guides. Well, your spirit guides are saying they're giving you the signs. You're just not open enough to see them. Or you're not believing them when they are giving them to you. So start that way. Meditation also highly recommend, because a lot of things can happen for you during meditation once you make it into a regular practice. Because really what it does is, like, if for some reason somebody's guides, or maybe my guides, are saying that it humbles your energy, is what I just heard. And if you guys are having a hard time with meditation, a lot of people do. I go over that in sessions too, where we can, like, specifically look into, like, what you're needing to do based on your spirit guides advice to like, meditate better, or have your better connection. Definitely try guided meditations. And one thing that I hear a lot from people is like, oh, you know, when I meditate, like I just can't concentrate. I'm always thinking about a whole bunch of stuff. That's good. That's how it's supposed to be. Because until you start to get really familiar with meditation, and mind you, there are different kinds of meditation as well. So when you start to get familiar with the type of meditation that causes you to be mindful, you learn that you just observe those thoughts. When they come in, like you're thinking like, you know, green mousse, guava juice, giant cake, large fries, chocolate shake, whatever, when you're in meditation and you've done it as a regular practice, that starts to be things that you just observe. Not the lights, spirits, what y'all doing? You're playing with the lights. Okay, so her lights always be acting up, I swear. Yeah, kinda. Yes, I will be posting this video afterwards. Hold up, it's okay to be thinking hella stuff. I was thinking I was doing it wrong because my mind isn't clear. No, absolutely not. That's the point. That's literally the point. And like I said, as long as you keep it up, like you will learn, your body, your energy will slowly learn how to adapt to that. I would also, for people who get irritated by themselves during meditation, because I've definitely been there, try guided meditation as well. Guided meditation really helps. And for me personally, I know there are a lot of like meditation masters or whatever, which I am not. I'm just a girl who meditates myself, so this is my advice. And you know, I'm Tarot Bay. I be reading y'all cards, and I talk to spirit guides a lot, and a lot of times these are the kinds of things that they recommend. I lay down when I meditate 9 times out of 10, just because it's more comfortable for me. If you're worried about falling asleep while you meditate, that means you're probably not getting enough sleep. But if that's a problem, just try setting an alarm for whatever, like, you know, whatever time you have to cut out into your day. And so that way, if you do fall asleep, you wake back up, you know? Would you consider prayer a form of meditation? Absolutely. Absolutely. I pray every morning and at various times throughout the day. I consider talking to my spirit guides prayer, because when I speak with my spirit guides, I am thanking them, I am asking for guidance, which is all things that you would do normally in a prayer. So yeah, I like that question too. That's a good one. How about if we have trouble recognizing our spirit guides' messages or communication with them? Okay, what are you meaning, Jalen? Like, expand a little bit on that so that I can answer it the best way. Clarify. What you mean? What y'all doing? It's so funny being a medium. Okay, until that question comes back around, I'll answer some of the other ones. Jada asks, do I have any connections to deities? Yes. I have worked with a few deities now. I have never petitioned any of them except for, I've actually never petitioned any of my deities until after they already presented themselves to me. Oh, hello. So yeah, I have worked with a few deities. Vanessa asked, is shadow work ever completed, or will we always have shadow work in life? Beautiful question. Yes, we will always work on shadow work. I like to say healing, happiness, health, success, all of those things that we want in life are journeys. They are not destinations. It is not like, oh, okay, you know, once I heal this childhood trauma, that's not a thing. Healing is a constant journey. It will take various dips and dives and crashes and burns and up and down and all over the place. Um, which can sound a little bit discouraging, but I think it should be more encouraging if we're looking at it in a way that, like, we understand that it's just an ever going circle, so we don't have to necessarily put so much pressure on ourselves to do anything right away or make everything happen at once. It's really about, for me, what I've realized, it's really about just understanding the journey. It might sound a little bit cliche, but like it's more about the climb than the actual mountain top. And I don't know that there is actually a mountain top, like a peak or a climax to reach or anything like that. Through prayer is when I hear my guides the loudest. Yeah, often it will be. How is Light Being Carl? Light Being Carl's cool. If you guys don't know who Light Being Carl is, it's one of my spirit guides who has showed up apparently for my Saturn return. He showed up during a live and he's just never gone away. He's right here. It's kind of interesting to me. A lot of you guys are witnessing this and like me on this journey, which I'm happy to be sharing with you guys because it's so interesting to me. The way that everything, I'm kind of like working through everything. So Light Being Carl's cool. He's chilling. Another spirit guide who's just shown up because I have three main spirit guides that I work with or started to work with when I started reading tarot and energy. And now we have Light Being Carl, and we also have Mini Merlin, who is also still here, which is really cool. When you're currently doing shadow work, what do you do when you're finished with that cycle? When I'm finished with a shadow work cycle, you mean? I think it's really important to give yourself breaks from shadow work. So if you've been hitting shadow work really, really hard, I would say give yourself a freaking break. Do something that's a little bit more happy, because we all know that shadow work, it doesn't have to be, but a lot of times it's like super deep, dark work that takes a lot of our energy. And so it's really important to replenish yourself after that. So make sure that you're indulging in a lot of self-care. I mean, in a way, I do believe that shadow work is self-care, but definitely make sure that you are replenishing yourself, I would say. Balance, right? Counteracting all of that deep, dark, heavy stuff. I don't know Little Merlin. Yeah, Little Merlin, Mini Merlin, he showed up like not too long ago. Yeah, so I just have like all these spirit guides just popping out of nowhere. The reason why Merlin is mini is because he was big, and then when I was reading, ooh, not me wanting to cry again, for those of you guys who were on that live on TikTok, I think it was like, was it last week during our, no, we didn't do a Wednesday live last week. But it was like shortly after or something like that, and freaking Mini Merlin, he was big Merlin, and then he like shrunk down, and I immediately started crying. I was like, oh, okay, that's what kind of message is going to be. Great. Great. All right, let's see. Let's see what are some questions I missed. I don't want to make this live on YouTube too long. I completely forgot to cut y'all off, so I'll probably just move everything back over to TikTok. I don't know. TikTok's like my comfort zone, but I like to put things on YouTube just because I can post this afterwards to YouTube, so that's nice. So if anybody missed it, then they could kind of pick up. What are your favorite crystals and why? What do you feel like they've amplified or done for you? Um, I would say one of my very besties, crystal wise, selenite for sure. Definitely a special shout out to selenite because selenite is a very cleansing one. It's associated with your crown chakra, and in order to read for people, I have to be really, really tapped into my crown chakra. Um, so definitely selenite. It's one that I recommend that everybody have. I think I have a YouTube video that mentions it. Um, I would also say sodalite and lapis lazuli. They kind of go hand in hand for me. They for me they like have a lot of the same properties because my throat chakra is always very active as well. So lapis and sodalite really help to uh, ground my speech. And I would also say when I'm needing to like, I'm a Sagittarius, so she pops off at the mouth quite a bit. So when I notice that, or sometimes when I really withdraw into like my more Aquarius moon type of energy, and I'm needing to speak up, I feel like lapis and sodalite are always kind of there for that. Um, and then third, I would say smoky quartz, especially for those of you who are working on shadow work. Smoky quartz is super soothing, grounding, very good for like shadow work and like shadow work recovery, I would say. So definitely check those out. Those are my recommendations. I'm still not sure what shadow work is. I actually have a whole introduction to shadow work on my YouTube video or on my YouTube channel. I'll have to make like the second dive into it eventually. You guys know I have so many YouTube videos that I need to make. Be patient with me. We're working on it, okay? So shadow work essentially, definitely check out the video. It goes more in depth, but shadow work is essentially healing. It's healing things that have come up in our past that we maybe have like pushed down or ignored or, you know, not really dealt with. And doing our shadow work allows us to kind of like live better, make better choices for ourselves. Ooh, not my ears ringing. Excuse me. Water, you right. Let me grab. Where do I purchase my crystals? So for me, I actually purchased my crystals all in person. I didn't really start purchasing crystals till I moved here to Hawaii, and I have a couple of crystal shops that I go to here. A lot of people always ask me for like recommendations of places online that I recommend, but I don't have any because I don't like to shop online as it is, to be honest. For one, it's expensive to ship here to Hawaii when I shop online. Not every place ships here. And when I'm dealing with something like that, especially a crystal, for me personally, I feel like I need to connect in with it. So I'm not saying I would never purchase a crystal from online, but I just wouldn't know enough about it to recommend to anybody. But I would just say to follow your intuition. If it seems kind of off, don't do it. Don't go with it. My therapy files look like a phone book. Yeah. Therapy is like a type of shadow work as well, but there's a lot of like self shadow work that you can do that kind of aids that process as well. Okay. So we're about to hit 1 hour here on YouTube. So I think what I'm gonna do is move everything on over. I never turned off TikTok. I don't know, maybe I don't know what that's about. But I will move everything over to TikTok. We'll go over here. We'll chit chat, whatever. You guys know TikTok is my comfort zone, but I like YouTube because I'm trying to be more active and I'm trying to also give people the opportunity who miss it to be able to watch back and like see any messages or get any questions answered that they needed to. Okay, so we definitely need to do this again. If anybody has any suggestions for what I should do for my next YouTube live, or any YouTube video suggestions. Obviously, I need to work on a lot of those, so send me over your suggestions over the comments. That would really help. And I will see you guys all over here on TikTok eventually. Okay? Or around on the internet if you have to go. If you have to go to sleep. I know it's late for some of you guys. Okay? So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Some of you guys, I'm seeing you already right over here on TikTok. Okay, bye friends. Thanks for all the questions. Thanks for the good energy.